Right, the Black Lawyers Association has raised concerns with the presiding judge in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, Judge Ratha Mokgoatlheng, following his comments on one of the defense attorneys, Thulani Mngomezulu, who missed proceedings on Wednesday and apparently failed to inform the court registrar. Visibly unimpressed, Mokgoatlheng slammed Mngomezulu and questioned the conduct of some black lawyers. Let's get some analysis on this. Legal analyst Melusi Xulu joining us now to help us make sense of this. A very good afternoon to you, Melusi. We know that Judge Mokgoatlheng didn't hold back in his criticism of Mngomezulu's conduct for being a no-show in court yesterday. His utterances, I mean, they've been met with a lot of criticism, mixed reactions. What's your view?
Good afternoon, Paul, and to the viewers at home. Thank you for having me. Well, my first understanding is that we obviously expect the judges, as per code of conduct for the judges, to behave in a manner that is not prejudicial. Why am I saying that? It's because once you say, is this how black lawyers behave, or some black lawyers behave, it gives a perception that black lawyers are not good. Now, I'm not saying that maybe Mr. Mngomezulu was right or wrong. Maybe there was a way that was expected for him to communicate, but yes, the judge may have been angered by the act, but for him to paint all black lawyers, so to speak, with the same brush, I don't think this was fair.
Because, I mean, after throwing that race card on the table, making that comment about some black lawyers, asking if that's the conduct of black lawyers, when he asked about why Mngomezulu didn't call to excuse himself, do we know that the Black Lawyers Association has also weighed in on this matter, questioning the conduct of Mngomezulu, asking if it had anything to do with him being black? That remark on its own, what sort of precedent does it set? I mean, you're touching on it briefly. Perhaps expand a little.
Yeah, I read what the president of BLA said. I'm just paraphrasing. He said it gives a view that black lawyers are not good. So I think maybe if called upon, he might retract, or he might explain how he came to that conclusion, because as I'm saying, it's unfortunate because we're coming from a history where black people, in particular in the legal field, were not given much opportunities. And we obviously do not say they should be victims, but we are saying they should not be covered in one perception, or there must not be a perception to say black lawyers are incompetent, because we are still working on transformation of the legal field. This is what the Legal Practice Act is trying to do. So for the judge to come and say, is this how black lawyers behave, even when it was interpreted word for word in this Zulu, it was, it didn't sound good. I was just listening to it now, where the interpreter was saying, abamele abamnyama benza into engamele bayenze enkantolo. So I think that was an unfortunate comment, and hopefully the black lawyers and all the parties that are going to get clarity will assist them. But I just hope, in as much as there has been that misunderstanding, obviously the trial will proceed, so that what matters right now, the trial must proceed as expected, but hopefully such instances will not be repeated.
What about Judge Mokgoatlheng's questions around whether this is what counsel or an attorney who has ethical standards does? I mean, how best could he have expressed his reaction to this very poor show of communication?
Yes. Look, at the end of the day, we have a version from Advocate Baloyi. We have a version from, I think, Advocate Ramaphosa and Advocate Xulu. They do say what happened. But we obviously, Mngomezulu will come and explain further exactly what was happening, which was an unfortunate way of communication, because as it was expected, he could have called the registrar and arranged for possibly another date or make the judge aware. That was unfortunate, and I do understand where the judge was coming from. He possibly would have wanted some form of respect from Mr. Mngomezulu in terms of courtesy or professional courtesy. The only issue is there is a school of thought that may be concerned with the wording that he used in being disappointed by the action of one lawyer who will still come and explain, by the way, what really happened.
Yeah.
So I do understand where the judge was coming from, but we expect more from him, especially as a black judge, when it comes to respecting the black lawyers in the field.
Yeah. How far do you think this matter can go? Because, the BLA is saying that they're not going to be taking it lightly. They're going to be writing to Gauteng Judge President Dunstan Mlamba to talk about those recent comments.
I don't think it's an issue that can affect the trial that much unless Mr. Mngomezulu or any of the defense lawyers or advocates, they want to apply for a recusal of the judge as per instruction from their clients. I don't think it will come to that point, but it will only depend what the other attorneys in the matter want. Remember, Black Lawyers is an association which obviously advocates for the rights and the concerns of the black lawyers, in particular their members. But I don't think it will affect the trial unless the people or the parties in that trial are concerned about the conduct of the judge, in particular to this event or other events that they might say.
Very well. Thank you so much for that, legal analyst Melusi Xulu, helping us make sense of some of the concerns that have been raised in the manner in which Judge Mokgoatlheng followed the comments on one of the defense attorneys, Thulani Mngomezulu, in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial.